Hello everyone, today we're gonna be playing some Rec Room, and not like that, but I'm telling story time. That literally happened in that happened to me in the 5th grade, okay? Now, let's just go on ahead, and let's just do this. So, everyone, just trying to look at some stuff. So, let's get to it. Let's get to this by, turning off game audio and doing party check. Yes, I am. If you playing, let's get playing some paintball. Now, on to the real story time. Now, I just started. I just started doing actual work in 5th grade, and and pretty interesting though about me in 5th grade was I don't usually um do work. I usually just chill back and relax and just barely do any work. Now, what's also pretty interesting about me is that I'm usually more on the chill side than on the angry side. Now, not only that, but I was really depressed in the 5th grade because you know what happened towards me. But I'm not. But we'll talk about that in another story time. So,
Good game.
but let's just go ahead and get to it. So, we were just talking about the real story. Yeah, that's the real story. Um, so I done 20 work in one day. Yeah, 20. I had like a lot of work to do, so I done all 20 of them in one day because I done like a lot, but I haven't got finished with them. So I done 20 of them, and I turned in a lot to my teacher, and freaking like a lot of students in the class was surprised I turned in work. So, and especially that much work. But but so I kept doing this for like a couple of days, and I'm chilling, and I'm making more friends because I'm doing more work and I'm being more serious at school. So so then I'm actually kicking it with one of my friends. And no, not drugs. I mean kicking it. I'm just kicking it with my friends, which is we're just kicking each other on under the desk. When a girl sat when a girl sat at our table. And let's name her Emily. Emily, yeah, Emily. So Emily sits in our in our table, and that's one of my friends' friends. Now, I I normally don't talk to people as often in the 5th grade, but she was one of my friend's greatest friends. So I just didn't talk to her. Now, she was finding interest in me a lot, like a lot of interest in me, and the one that asked each other out wasn't me. She was the one that asked me out, but freaking how it went was that for the first day we was talking, and and I was kind of anxious, and I don't really remember as much when the first day, but I do remember my second day 'cause I wasn't that anxious about her. And
Flag taken.
let me tell you, me and Emily was holding hands when we first got in the door, and we wasn't really holding hands, and I wasn't trying to.
Flag returned.
She held my hand, and then she said, "Grab my hand." I was like, "Okay," and then we started holding hands, and literally I was like, "Why is she holding my hand?" And you know, straight on, like my hand got sweaty because I'm really nervous now because no girl is like on the first date, no girl be like, yeah, like after like tomorrow I'm going to hold his hand even though we just met yesterday. Yeah, that's not gonna go do. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And you know, we're holding hands, and none of the students see us because we got in late, so there were barely any students. So we're like walking to our class, and we have the same class, and literally when we get there, and when we get there, freaking we start holding hands, and then she want me to sit by her. So I was like, what? Okay. And there was two desks, and then she sat down, I sat down. Cause I'm sitting right beside her now, and we're now starting to date. Cause she asked me out on the second day, and she said, "Do you want to go out with me?" I was like,
Red
and
flag
I told her,
taken.
I asked her why asking me out. She said because I see interest in you, and freaking I see interest in you, and I see you a lot I see you a lot on the internet, and you know, you having a great time. You're really chilled. I'm like, well, thank you.
Blue team scores.
And
Red flag taken.
and she's telling me all of this, and I'm like, you know what? So I asked her, I asked what she's all about. What's she all about? And what's her information and thing. And she's like, oh well, I'm normally on the shy personality, and I'm more antisocial than talkative, just like you are. And and, and I love boys who are chill and have fun. And she told me all about herself. And then I was like, you know what? I'll date you. So when I went home that day, I was like, dang, like I don't know if I'm ever gonna like put this on YouTube, but if I do, then I don't know how people are going to believe me on this. Like meeting on the second day and we're already dating, that's kind of weird and that's kind of like strange. Think,
Blue team scores.
and I was like, you know what? Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going. I'm just gonna keep dating her. So, what was I doing? So the third day, now we're dating. We're starting to learn more about each other, and we're joking and we're laughing, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to invite one of my friends to a party or so. When I get home, we
Red flag
play
taken.
some PlayStation. And then she was like, "Cool, can I play with you?" I was like, "Wait, you have a PlayStation?" And she said,
Red flag
"Yeah,
dropped.
but can we not play with your friends? Cause I want to tell you something in secret." I'm sorry guys for making this so stupid. But I was like, okay. So we were talking, and so I didn't invite none of my friends to a party, but I did her. And she joins the party, and she goes, "Well, I wanted to know something. When
Red flag
you
returned.
play with your friends, do you often hear rumors about me?" I said, "Yes." So I was like, "Wait, are you that girl who she said shut up?" I was like, "Why?" It said you're on TV. I was like, "Oh, alright." And of course, she's like,
Red
"Okay,
flag taken.
okay, I'm gonna put my party audio." And so that's it. I was like, "Okay, fine." And
Blue flag dropped.
what she did. And what did she mean by that was, um, there's a setting that don't really automatically happens, but when you talk to people, sometimes your party audio won't be connected and won't be connected. I mean, it won't be added into your headset, which is you gotta listen to the
Blue flag
TV, which is
returned.
you can fix this setting. No. The one thing I can't shoot. What the? I couldn't shoot with the grenade launcher. Oh, wait. But anyway, so like I was saying, she was telling me this shit. So she told me that you talking now in my headset. I was like, okay. So are you that one girl who was dating this one boy? Emily goes, yeah. That's not true. And I was like, well, why did we make the rumors about you then? And she goes, well, you see, those boys used to date me. And I was like, what? The exact boys used to date me. And I'm like, kind of like, and I muted myself because I was saying something while she was talking, and I could still hear her. So when she like said, when she like asked me a question or something, I could just like respond and just know what she's saying. And that's what I did. And I was just talking about something, and I was like, okay, so let me get this straight. Those three boys used to date you. You used to date all three of them. And she said, no, 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 no. See, what happened was I broke up with one, then two, then three, and one by one, they made rumors about me dating this one boy, and and I try to tell everyone that it's not true, but everyone believe all three of them because I used to date. I used to date three of them, but but,
Blue flag dropped.
but every
Flag
time
returned.
I show proof, you just think that they just think that they'll just think something. They'll think of something. They tell me that they'll think of something
Red
that
flag dropped. Red flag dropped.
I mean they'll
Red flag
think of
returned.
something to deny the evidence. Let's like, dang, this I feel bad for you. But so we're playing GTA, and then we're playing some really fun games, and then it was only dating for 3 days, and you'll see why. So the second day comes, and she tells you even like this even more like more secrets that she has. And then the last day came to like a stop,
Red flag taken.
which what happened was literally the worst thing that a girl can do to me, and
Red flag dropped.
I was devastated.
Red flag returned.
But what she did was she literally at school, okay, at school. Let me tell you what happened. Alright. So at school, well, when I got done playing with her, let me tell you, she gave me her phone number, and she said, "Can I get a picture of your PlayStation and all your other games?" I was like, "Sure," because she wanted to see the games that I have so we could play together, on some other games because freaking, you know, I always like play the same game with her.
Blue flag dropped.
Lucky
Flag
headshot.
taken. Flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
But like I was saying, so I sent her these pictures, and literally I sent her all these screenshots, and then she said, "Oh yeah, one more thing. Can you show can you show me
Red flag taken.
your
Red flag dropped. Red flag returned.
wait, can you show me how many games? I mean,
Blue flag taken.
all three of them with just a grenade launcher. That's really difficult." You know how hard it is to kill every single, they kill the whole team with just a grenade launcher? Especially like 3 or 2. Like, you can't even kill two people with a grenade launcher. unless they're like closer into each other. And still, that's like really difficult to do.
Red flag dropped. Blue flag returned. 1 minute remaining.
Wow. That might. See, that's why I don't really play Rec Room, like barely use Rec Room a lot. Like I want to play other games, but then the worst thing about it is that when playing other games, I don't really have that much experience rather than paintball. So I tend to freaking go into other games. But she said, can I get a screenshot of your freaking location? And I kind of like got scared because, you know, I thought, cause, you know, we middle school, but, and she did walk home and her home was like almost like right next to mine. So, yeah, it was weird for me. It really and made me kind of really nervous too.
4, 3,
So,
2,
to tell you,
1.
I wasn't feeling good. So I told her like, I really don't know about that idea. And she said, "Oh, come on, you have some fun. Like, you have some fun at your house." I was like, "Yeah, sorry, but I'm not really about to go that deep into a relationship." And I was like, "Okay, I promise it's not doing none of that." And then I showed her the location. So then the next day, I got to school, and like the first step into my classroom, my friend signaled me to come over, and he said no, the red flag. He said no red, like we have a red flag. I was like, okay, wait, what? And I'm like really like I'm actually kind of angry at this point because like what happened yesterday on that day when I had to give her my location. So I go to him. And now I'm like, what happened, bro? What's going on? He said, well, bro, like, take a look at this. And I look, and on his phone is what I cannot like believe. Like I couldn't believe her. Like when I saw this, I thought this was just, I thought I was just sent him this, and he just took a screenshot. And when I saw took a screenshot of my location that I sent him. And he sent me it. Prank you. Like, I thought he did that. No. Literally, it's my girlfriend, Emily. She was freaking sending him bombs of pictures. Freaking spamming him. Like, the time. Okay, the time that she sent the first picture was freaking. Freaking, like. It was. Ugh. So in my eye. But the time on the when she sent the pictures was. God darn, 7. It was 7 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock. And the time that took her to send all these photos, it was 7 to 7-2. 7 to 7-2. Bombing him with all these screenshots. Like, I was so mad at her. And not only that, but the worst, sent out my location to a group chat of hers. Not only did she send it to my friend, but to her other friends, her female friends, and her male friends. So I was like, at this point, like I'm done with her. And then I literally I came up to her towards her, and then I was like, dude, I was like, girl, I was like, oh my god, like y'all don't understand how mad I was. when I found out she did that. Like when she did that and I found out, I was angry. Like I was so angry. So then I was like, you know what? I'm done with her. I'm so done. So I immediately rushed up towards her in the hallway. I freaking touch her shoulder, and I pull her shoulder. I spin her around to face me. So then when she was facing me, I yelled in her face, "We're done. Like I'm breaking up with you." And she was like, what is wrong with you?" And I said, "What's wrong with you? Why are you sending out my location to people, huh?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, don't give me that, okay? I ask you a question. Why are you sending out my like, why are you sending out my location?" She And then she started tearing up at this point, and then she's like, I don't know, because I didn't send out the location." And I said, "Alright, you know what, I'm done with it, I'm done with it." And I pull out my
30
phone,
seconds remaining.
I pull out my phone, and I told my friend to screenshot the group chat
4,
that
3,
he showed me.
2,
So then he
1.
did. And on the freaking group chat is her sending the screenshot to the group. Like, I was so done. Like, literally she tried to lie, but it didn't work out as well. So then once I told her that, and no joke, after seeing this, I was like, yeah, I'm done with you. She's literally cried, got on the ground, and was crying. And I showed everyone the screenshot. Like, I showed it to everyone, even the teachers. She got a 14-day suspension. 2 weeks. Well, the weekends didn't include. They include the weekends, so she had to spend 2 weeks in two wait 3 days at ISS, then 3 days at ISS, then 3 days no 3 days yeah 3 days at ISS, then 2 days in detention, then a week in detention, then 2 days in detention. So literally, like when she came back too.
Game
Oh
on.
yeah,
Capture the flag.
oh yeah, and she had to spend like extra 2 days in detention as well. But when she came back to school and I saw her, like she was just like tearing and was like crying. Like she was just crying and just thinking like telling me like let's date again, like I promise won't do that. And I was like, nah, it's over with. We're done. You're done. Okay, I understand that was the first time, but the first like freaking, I can't believe that you literally sent out my own location as well.
What's up, brother?
Oh yeah, Zach. But freaking.
Am I ready to start another day of kindergarten? Yeah.
What the road?
Hey, I smell money. Yeah, someone's definitely carrying more than $3 around.
Okay, that's a weird name. But I ain't gonna worry about that.
I'll get to the 6th neighborhood bully. Hey, kid,
But
you carrying any
yeah,
cash?
that was it.
Nah, Sam,
That
don't lie to me. I know what I do.
for a little while I couldn't like get over the fact that my location was just sent out. But after I got over with it, that's when over with it. Told like a lot of my friends
Flag taken.
that my location was sent out,
Red flag dropped.
and that's why I broke up with my girlfriend. And then from 3 boys that was dating the 3 boys that she was talking about that she was dating.
Blue flag returned.
She came back towards them trying to freaking date them. I would have done the same thing rather than expose her. I made rumors about her as well.
Red flag returned.
So that's what I did. Made a room. I got some evidence that she was dating this boy, and everyone believed it. And then she was done at the point. At this point, she was like, she left the school. Like, she literally went to another school. And yeah, that was my first broke up. After breaking up my girlfriend. After breaking up my girlfriend, I was done and relieved. I was home free.
Flag returned.
And I never get to tell Zach why I was barely hanging out with him as much, which is Zach. You remember when I was dating at the time in the 5th grade? Well, you wasn't there actually. Was you there in the 5th grade? Zach,
Yeah.
was you in
Yeah.
at the school? Yeah. Did you know I was dating?
No. Who was you dating?
How did I get it? I can't remember what it says.